wonderful world of Disney. Part 2 of The Wacky Zoo of Morgan City. It's not often a city zoo becomes a pawn in the old game of politics, but that's exactly what happened in part 1 of our story. And it was the ladies of the Arts and Music Society of Morgan City that started the whole thing.
We want this to go through.
How much?
Oh, you don't have to worry about the money. We'll raise it.
Oh, well.
All we need is 25 acres of land. That's your part of it, Bernard.
25 acres? Well, land is awfully high, Maggie.
We've already picked out a spot.
Where?
The zoo.
The zoo? Oh, well, just
the
a
Mayor
minute.
Bernard J. Philbrick Municipal Art Museum can mean to the children of Morgan City.
Well, the Mayor Bernard J. Philbrick Art Museum.
So, to hasten the failure of the zoo, the mayor and his assistant decided an inexperienced zookeeper was the answer. An accountant named Mitch Collins.
Wait a minute. I've got just the man. He's perfect. The worst possible choice.
But Mayor Philbrick, I don't know anything about running a zoo.
Well, you don't have to. You'll get to like it. I mean, you like animals, don't you?
And Mitch was even less enthusiastic when he found this was more an old folks' home for animals than a zoo.
I never heard of a lion eating oatmeal before.
Yeah, perhaps you'd never heard of a lion as old as Dummy.
But surprisingly, the accountant stepped in and did a good job. People started donating unwanted animals to the zoo. And the kids of the town offered to help with the work. In fact, things were going so good, the mayor decided he had to get Mitch out of there.
I've been talking to my advisors about you, and we all agreed it's time that we moved you up in my organization.
Move me up?
Yes. How would you like to be the assistant mayor of Morgan City?
Assistant mayor? Are you serious?
But it was old Al, the former zookeeper, who changed Mitch's mind about accepting the mayor's offer.
Oh, you may not know it, but you're accomplishing a lot.
Accomplishing a lot? What do you mean?
I mean about the zoo and the children. How they love the zoo.
Is that true, Al? Will they really remember?
They remember every little thing.
Where are you and old Al going now?
Down to the shack. Al needs his medical kit. He's gonna be working with us from now on.
Dad, does that mean you're going to stay at the zoo?
Sure. Where else would I go? Between you and your friends and Al and me, we'll probably have the best zoo in the whole world.
Good morning, Mr. Mayor.
Morning, Charlie.
Paper this morning, Mr. Mayor?
Charlie, how many times do I have to tell you I don't read the morning paper?
I thought maybe you wanted one this morning.
Well, I don't. My picture's not in that thing again, is it?
No, but they're congratulating you.
Congratulating me?
The morning paper? Let's see that, Charlie. Congratulations are due to Mayor Philbrick in appointing Mitch Collins as zookeeper. He has selected a person who is doing a much better job running the zoo than he is running the city. I'll take one, Charlie.
You will do nothing of the kind. If it isn't bad enough, I have that incendiary press leveling scurrilous attacks against me, but you want to patronize them.
Sorry, boss.
I tell you, Becker, something has got to be done. The zoo getting all this publicity, Collins going crazy, bringing in new animals, and all those grubby little kids running around there. I tell you, it's disgusting. At this rate, the new art museum will never go through.
Well, frankly, boss, I never thought it had much chance anyway.
Oh, you didn't, huh? You didn't think it had much of a chance. Well, I'll tell you, it had better go through, because if it doesn't go through, I won't get reelected. And if I don't get reelected, you are out of a job. Because I don't know of anybody else that would hire you but me.
Excuse me. Here's a list of vacations that need your okay.
Oh, don't bother me with that now.
But some are supposed to leave right away.
Oh, right, vacations. Half of these people don't do anything anyway. What is your name doing on here?
Oh, I haven't had a vacation since last summer.
Well, you can just forget about it. I've got all these problems, and you want to go on a vacation? Oh, here's another one for you. Doc Wilbanks down at the health department. What those people do down there at that health department, I'll never know. They ought to be out investigating conditions at that zoo. All those animals jammed together down there, and that simple bear running around kissing everybody. Talk about your unsanitary conditions. Well, that's it, Becker.
It is? What is?
Get out of the way. Gertrude.
Yes, sir.
Get me Doc Wilbanks at the health department and tell him I'll pick him up in 5 minutes.
But, Mr. Mayor, he wanted to leave on his vacation right away.
Get this thing fixed. She doesn't sound right to me. I don't care about his vacation. He's got a health problem to solve. Get out of the way, will you? There's always have to be a crowd in here.
Well, it is a bit run down, sir. But frankly, before we can take any action, we must find some violation of the health regulation.
It's been my experience that if you look long enough, you can find a regulation against almost anything.
Well, we've never found things quite that simple down at the department.
Oh, you haven't you? Now, you listen to me. The city spends thousands of dollars a year on your department to ferret out health violations. Now, you ferret out one here.
Yes, Mr. Mayor.
I'll get with Collins and the vaccination papers. In the meantime, Wilbanks, you dig.
Yes, sir.
Just laziness. I don't know how we run this city with department heads like that.
I know just what you mean, boss. I've been fighting that sort of thing for years.
There they are. It's getting to me. It's getting so I hate to come down here anymore.
Master Mayor.
Hello, how are you, little girl? You don't know where Mr. Collins is, do you?
Yeah, he's at the Lion's house feeding dummies. Bye, Mr. Mayor.
Oh, hello there, Mr. Mayor. Mr. Becker. What can I do for you?
Well, Mitch, I'm a little concerned. I've come across a health problem.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. What's the matter with you?
Oh, no, nothing the matter with me. No. The problem is here at the zoo.
Oh, well, what problem?
Well, it's about these new animals that you've brought in. Of course, I've got nothing against your bringing in new animals, but there are certain health requirements that... Becker, stay up here. I want you to be part of this, too. Stay right here where the action is. Come right up.
Well, what health requirements?
Well, there are, what I would like to know is, among other things, have these animals... Get away from... Have these animals, have they been...
Been what?
Have they been vaccinated?
Vaxa what?
Have they been vaccinated?
What is it, Mr. Mayor? You really don't look very well.
Have they been vaccinated? Huh?
Help me. Help me. You all right, boss? Here you are. Come here. Back. Oh, thank goodness you're here, Becker. They're trying to kill me, boy. Oh, they're trying to kill me.
Nobody was trying to kill you. That was just a case of mistaken identity.
Mistaken identity, my foot. That beast tried to attack me. I heard him growl.
That wasn't a growl. That was a yawn.
Something happens to me every time I come here. This isn't a zoo, it's a circus. What did you find out?
Well, I did find something, sir.
Oh, good. I mean, what is it?
Ordinance 4414 of the Public Health Code states that all animals brought into the public zoo of Morgan City must be isolated from the animals already domiciled therein for a period of no less than 30 days.
Oh, well, I'm certainly glad that we found that out.
Huh?
Oh, well, I mean, I tried to warn you, Mitch, about bringing new animals in here. I felt down deep something tragic would happen.
Well, there's nothing tragic about this. These animals have all been vaccinated. They're perfectly healthy. There's no problem.
You don't understand these health laws, Mitch. Of course, they're healthy today, but tomorrow, well, a plague could run rampant right through the zoo.
Oh, come, Mr. Mayor, that's ridiculous.
No, we can't take any chances.
Well, we're not taking any chances.
Mitch, the law is the law. No plague right through. Oh, my God, we can't have, those new animals, they can't stay here, at least for a period of,
30 days.
Well, how am I going to get rid of them?
Oh, do what? Well, I guess you have to just give them back to their original owners.
I don't even know who the original owners are.
Well, they cannot stay here. Becker will come by tomorrow and make sure that they're all gone.
But, but Mr. Mayor...
Good day, gentlemen.
Tomorrow? How am I going to get rid of them by tomorrow? Hi, Nancy. Hi, honey.
Before you say anything, Mom, Dad can explain the whole thing.
Huh?
Mitch, will you tell me what's happening?
Well, it's just a little thing with the medical inspector down at the zoo. We had to bring a couple of the animals home until we get some new cages built. There's really no problem at all, honey.
No problem at all having animals in our backyard?
Well, believe me, there was nothing I could do, Nancy.
Honest, Mom. The mayor said we had to get rid of them.
Well, putting them in our backyard, that's not getting rid of them.
All right, tomorrow I'll call the Center City Zoo and talk them into taking them. I promise, all of them.
Well, all right, but tomorrow for sure. Mitch, there's none in the house.
Well, not in the house proper.
There are a few in the basement, Mom. But we don't use that for much anyway.
Okay, I'll call back then. Bye. Can you imagine? I mean, of all the luck. Manager of the Center City Zoo is on vacation.
All the luck.
Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Collins.
Come right in, Ralph.
Well, I don't think Jen's quite ready, Ralph.
Oh, that's okay. I'll just wait around. Gee, those sandwiches look good.
Would you like one?
Well, I guess I could maybe have a small one. How are things out at the zoo, Mr. Collins?
Just splendid, Ralph. Just splendid.
That's good. I knew you'd make a go of it.
What is that?
It's a duck.
I know it's a duck. What's it doing in my bathtub?
Well, I had to put it somewhere. And how was I supposed to know you were going to take a bath?
How long do we have to put up with this?
Noah, take that duck and put it out in the backyard.
But, Mom, it needs water.
They can live a long time without water, Noah.
What are you doing in here?
Yeah, what are you doing here?
Well, I didn't know she was going to take a bath.
That's the whole problem. Nobody knew you were going to take a bath.
There's a lot bigger problem than that. We have one party a year, Mitch. We pay back everyone with one party a year.
Yes, I understand, Nancy.
Do you know how long I've worked to get the house ready for this one party?
I know. I mean...
5 weeks.
Yes.
Every day for 5 weeks.
You've worked very hard, I know.
Yes. And now tonight, the very night before, you bring a bunch of animals home from the zoo. Mrs. Hardwick, nice to see you.
Nancy, Mitch.
Miss Hardwick.
I don't think you know my niece Viola. She has a lovely singing voice.
Hello, Viola.
Viola, how are you?
And of course, dear Reverend Hodgkins.
Reverend Hodgkins, so nice of you to come.
Oh, my pleasure, Nancy. Nice to see you.
Oh, Mayor. Oh, Mrs. Philbrick, how nice to see you.
Hello, Nancy.
Mayor.
How are you?
Fine. Mr. Becker?
What are you doing here?
Huh?
Mitch, the mayor was invited.
Oh, sorry.
What an awful thing to say to the mayor.
What'd you invite him for?
Remember the day you were offered that position in his administration?
Yeah.
Well, Mrs. Philbrick called to congratulate us on it. I felt the least I could do was to invite them to our party.
Well, I'm going to propose a toast to the Collinses, and I want you to do something for me.
What are you going to offer a toast for?
There are a lot of people here. Give me a chance to make a little speech. You can't afford to let opportunities like this go by, Becker.
Oh, what do you want me to do?
I will go out in the middle of the floor and introduce myself, and then you will start clapping. That way we will get some spontaneous applause started.
How can it be spontaneous applause if I'm the only one that's clapping?
You won't be the only one that's clapping. Stop making that silly noise.
Attention! Attention! I am sure, with a little encouragement, we can have my niece Viola sing for us.
I'm not blaming the animals, but you gotta feed them again. I mean, they're all awake now. We can't have them howling all night.
Okay.
Socrates! Come back here! Socrates! No, don't go in there! Mitch!
lovely, dear.
That was one of Noah's pets.
Cute, huh? It's one of my son's pets.
Oh, well, all kids have pets.
Reverend Hodgkins, I did so love your sermon last week.
Indeed. I'm so glad you did. Of course, the Good Samaritan has been a subject for sermons throughout the ages, but I do think I gave it a certain flair.
Reverend, thou shalt not steal.
Pardon me?
Excuse me. Hildegard. Go back to bed. It's all right, honey. Here we go, Hildegard. That's a girl. Come on. Back to bed.
I see your husband has a pet, too.
It was a disaster, Mitch. That's what it was, a disaster.
Nancy, you're being self-conscious. The party wasn't that bad.
I think I have it working now.
Now's too late.
I'm going to break that Socrates if it takes all year.
If it takes that long, I'm not going to be here.
Nancy, I promise you, I'll get rid of them.
Now, watch this. I'll do this about 8 times, then it'll be broke for sure. Isn't that great, Mom?
Just great, Noah.
Gee, Mom's not in a very good mood this morning.
She has a point, Noah.
You know, Ralph, it was really nice seeing your parents last night. Did they enjoy the party?
Oh, yeah. Dad usually gets bored at parties, but I guess yours was different. He said it was the weirdest party he's ever been at. Good morning, Mr. Collins.
You and your big mouth. Nancy, I'm sorry. You know I didn't mean to embarrass you.
It's not only that, Mitch.
And I'll get rid of the animals just as soon as I can.
It's not only that either.
Well, what is it?
It's the zoo, Mitch. It's not going to work. Don't you see it?
Nancy, we
Well,
haven't
you have no money to work with. Every time you turn around, the mayor blocks you. That's why we have animals in the basement. I want you to be happy, Mitch, but can't you see this whole zoo thing is silly? Everyone says so.
Who's everyone?
Well, I can't help but hear what people say. Well, you're kind of a laughingstock.
A laughingstock? Is that what people think? Okay, let them. I don't care. Sure, I could have worked for the mayor, had a title and been a stooge, but I didn't want that. So I'm a zookeeper, and it's a real funny zoo, and I guess that makes me real funny, too.
Well, Mitch,
But let me tell you something. Maybe it's because of Noah, and maybe it's because of all the kids. But for the first time in my life, I'm proud of what I'm doing. I like it. And people can laugh all they want to, but I'm not gonna quit. I'm gonna make a go of that place. Now, you better understand that.
Yes, I understand, Mitch.
Good.
Hi, Dad.
And I don't care what you or Ralph's father think about it. You understand?
Yes, Dad. Gee, Mom, I've never seen Dad act that way before.
Neither have I. But you know something? I think I like it.
Okay, a raccoon and a skunk farm? Nope. A raccoon and a skunk and a possum? Now you're getting close. Hey, Dad! Rabbits!
I see. Hey.
Shoot.
Can I trade a raccoon, a skunk, and a possum for him?
Well, we got plenty of raccoons, possums, and skunks, but we don't have any baby rabbits.
We don't have any baby anything. Hey, Dad, why don't we have a children's zoo? Everybody will come out to see it.
Well, I guess they would, no, but we can't really afford anything like that.
Why not? We've got lots of animals that we can trade for babies. Other zoos might like the animals we have.
Yeah, why not, Mr. Collins?
A children's zoo. Why not?
You're making Gummy excited.
But, old Al, this is important.
Right now, nothing is more important than Gummy's blood pressure. And by making a noise, you're sending it up.
But, old Al, I thought you wanted his blood pressure to go up.
Don't ask me silly questions. Go and tell your father I'll be with him in a few minutes. Such a bunch of nonsense. There used to be peace here once. No trouble at all. Now you hear a lot of fools running about, calling out baby animals, baby animals. No wonder your blood pressure's going up.
Dad?
What?
Something's wrong with old Al.
What do you mean?
Well, he's acting kind of funny. Like he's mad about something.
Yeah, I noticed that, too. I guess he has something on his mind. Oh, hi, Al. I just had a call from Charlottesville. They've offered me 15 different babies.
What have we given for them?
Nothing. I mean, no animals.
Do you mean that, Mitch?
That's right. I'm through trading.
Ah, this is wonderful. Too wonderful. No more trading. You know what? We're going to be the finest zoo in the state.
Gee, Dad, old Al's just like he was before. He's happy again. Why?
Oh, I guess maybe he was worried that sooner or later I'd be trading Gummy, or the camel, or some of the older animals.
Gee, you wouldn't do that, would you, Dad?
No, of course not. But that's what he was worried about.
How come he loves those old animals so much?
Well, they're his old friends, Noah. I guess there's no friend like an old friend, especially when you're old.
Baby animals! See the baby zoo. It's for the children. See the baby zoo. See the baby animals. Visit the zoo. Hello, Mr. Assistant Mayor.
Well, hello there, little girl. What do you have there?
It's a paper about the animals.
Animals?
Yeah, Mr. Collins is bringing 2 whole trucks full down the main street for the children's zoo. Why don't you come and bring your children?
I don't have any children.
You don't? That's too bad.
Huh?
Well, you'll like them anyway. Bye, Mr. Mayor.
Mayor? Well, goodbye.
I'm sorry, I mean Mr. Assistant Mayor.
Oh, that's all right.
See the baby zoo. Go to the zoo and see the baby animals.
See the baby animals. The new children's zoo. To be driven down Center Street at 1 o'clock today. Come out and watch, and then come out and visit the zoo.
1 o'clock, huh? You know, if I went out to lunch at 12:30, I could run over to Clearview and pick up my little nephew. He's kind of a nut about animals.
You're not going anywhere, and there's not going to be any parade.
Boss, it's not a parade. It's only 2 truckloads of animals.
Don't you tell me what a parade is. I know what to get out of it. Gertrude, get me the chief of police. Becker, it's your job to stop this sort of thing. Why do I have to do everything myself?
never believe it.
Rolf, be careful.
Couldn't do it at 9:30 in the morning or 4:30 in the afternoon. No, we have to do it at high noon when the whole town's out in the street.
We want people to see.
Hey, will you cut that out?
We have to get people to look.
Too many people are looking already.
Isn't that Jen over there?
Over where? Now look what you've done.
Hi, Dan. This boy's having a little trouble with his horn.
That's not it, Mitch. I'm afraid you can't drive these animals through town.
Why?
No parade permit.
Parade permit? You call these two trucks a parade?
I'm sorry, Mitch. We have our orders.
I don't know why you're accosting me. I'm an innocent victim.
I'm not accosting anybody. All I know is you've got a pin stuck in your horn. Now, that sounds to me like deliberate disturbing of the peace.
But I didn't do that. He did.
Squealer!
No, Pete, I'm sure there was no intention to...
All right, Mitch, just so you get the trucks off the main street. Now, young fella, you show me your license, you can be on your way.
Well, I should hope so. Skidding so a law-abiding citizen can't even drive a car anymore without being...
accosted?
I'm afraid I left my wallet in my other pants.
I am sorry. Well, we'll just stop by the station.
Oh, now, wait a minute.
Mitch, we've had a lot of trouble with kids driving without any license. We just have to take them down long enough, check it out. You can understand that, can't you?
Sure.
What do you mean, sure? This is police brutality of the worst sort.
I know. Come on.
They'll just get in touch with his parents and have them bring the license down. It's policy.
Yeah. No, you stay with the trucks. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Where is he?
Yeah, but he's busy right
That's too
now.
bad.
Mr. Collins!
Now, Mitch, how are you? You know Mrs. Hardwick, and this is Mr. Straight. He's the president of the city council, and, well, this is certainly a surprise.
You bet it's a surprise. Why did you have your police stop me?
Well, Mitch, they're not my police.
They're not? What's with the parade permit for the trucks?
Well, I don't make the laws.
And having one of my drivers arrested.
Arrested? Why? Well, you heard me. Why? I didn't give the order for anybody to be arrested.
Of course not. He just wants to make sure there's no zoo, that's all.
Becker.
Mitch, you might as well face it. That's why we're meeting here today. Now, we're planning to build an art gallery and tear down the zoo.
Wait a minute. What do you mean, tear down the zoo? You never told me that.
Admittedly, things were done wrong, Mitch. But the art gallery is in the best interest of the community.
If it's like everything else around here, it's in the best interest of the mayor.
Now, you listen to me, Collins. I don't have to take that kind of talk from you.
Bernard, just a minute, please. I'm not interested in politics. My only concern is in the cultural interest of the community.
But there's more than the cultural interest to consider. Mrs. Hardwick, do you know what that zoo means to the children?
I think you're exaggerating that. I'm sure that the zoo doesn't mean much of anything to anybody.
I don't either.
It means a lot to me.
Well, you certainly have every right to oppose us.
I most certainly will.
Well, now, the council is having a meeting next Thursday, Mitch. I can assure you everything will be done in the most democratic manner.
Councilman, when was the last time you were out at the zoo?
Oh, about 5 years ago, I guess. Why?
Well, don't you think it would be fair and democratic if you and the rest of the councilmen came out to the zoo to see the progress we've made?
Sounds as if it would be in order. All right, I'll get them out there before the meeting.
Fine. Fine. Good day, everyone.
He could cause us trouble, Bernard.
Oh, Maggie, you don't foresee any trouble, do you, Councilman?
None at all.
He still worries me.
He's just one man, Maggie. What can one man do?
Ralph? Ralph? Will you pay attention and hand me the nail?
I've never seen anything like it. It's got to be unhygienic.
Ralph, you don't have to kiss the bear. Just hand me the nail.
Rosemary, what do you think you're doing? Well, you want her to look pretty when the council chamber gets here, don't you?
Okay, kids. You might as well put them back in their pens. They're not coming.
Gee, Dad. Why, Mr. Collins?
What's the matter, Mitch?
Oh, some special business came up.
The mayor.
Guess I should have expected it. They invited me over to talk. Guess I have to go.
Mitch, you'll only be disappointed again. There's too much against you.
I know, they probably won't even listen. But we've come too far to give up now, right? Right.
That crummy council.
Yeah, they won't even look at the animals.
They'll look at all those paintings, though. If only they could see our animals. They'd see how great they are.
Yeah, they sure are beautiful. Hey, Noah, if the council won't come to see the animals, why don't we take the animals to see the council? Hey, that's a great idea. It is?
Yeah.
Mr. Mayor, try to understand me. I have nothing against an art museum. All I'm saying is don't destroy the zoo.
Well, unfortunately, there is no other choice. It's the only city property available.
But, Mr. Mayor, how many places...
Mitch, the zoo has served its purpose in the past, and now its time is over.
Mr. Collins, most of us here have children or grandchildren. Now, we're certainly concerned, but the children's interest in the zoo isn't what you think it is.
Well, of course it isn't, Collins. You're blowing this whole thing out of proportion. How I feel about children. Why, our City Hall Christmas party, where I play Santa Claus, is second to none.
Mr. Mayor, we're discussing the zoo.
We are discussing the art gallery. The zoo is past history.
Save our zoo! 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 Save our zoo!
for talking is past. It is now time to vote. And as chief executive of this city, I think it is only proper that I should cast the first vote. Therefore, I propose... Good heavens, what's that?
Sergeant at Arms, where is it? There must be one here someplace. We never have a meeting with... The council wouldn't come to see the animals, so we brought the animals to see the council.
Good boy.
Sergeant at Arms, every time I need the man, he's not there.
Grandma. Hi, Grandma. Peter. Paul. Hi, Grandma.
Sergeant at Arms, where is it? There must be one here someplace. We never have a meeting with Becker. Where is Becker? Every time I need the man, he's not there. Becker! I've got all these problems, and you're carrying on with that bear.
I can't help it, boss. I think he likes me.
Well, what are you doing here?
We came to save the zoo, Grandma.
Sergeant at Arms! Oh, for heaven's sake! Where is he? Isn't there anybody around when you need them?
You were calling me, Mr. Mayor?
Of course I was calling you. I want this room cleared. What kind of order do you call that? Put that thing down and clear the room.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I have a virtual riot on my hands, and I'm surrounded by nitwits. Get away from me. Don't worry about it, Councilman. We're going to get the room cleared, and then we'll get on with the voting.
Bernard, isn't he wonderful?
Then how come you want to tear down the zoo?
Well, it's not that I want to do it. It's just better for everybody, that's all.
It's not better for us, Grandma.
Well, Becker, at least you got rid of that bear. You're not Becker. You're not even on the council. Get him out of here. Who let him in here?
You know, Mr. Mayor, my friends aren't going to like you if you tear down the zoo.
What do I care about your friends? I don't care about your friends. Can we have the council chambers cleared?
Oh, Bernard, will you stop banging that infernal gavel and have some fun like everybody else?
Huh?
Now, boys, where's that baby elephant you wanted to show me?
Over by the door, Grandma. Noah's riding him.
Oh, Bernard, isn't this wonderful?
Oh, yes, yes, that's so wonderful. Well, that's it, Becker. I'm through. There goes Mrs. Hardwick's money. There goes the museum. Can you imagine what the morning paper will do to me? I tell you, Becker, it's the end of an era.
Well, it's all right for you. You can always go back to your job at the dairy, but I have to live by my wits. You know, boss, we should have known better than to fight kids and animals. They'll beat you every time.
Well, it's too late to bring that up now.
Yeah, by this time, old Lady Hardwick has probably decided to donate all her dough to the zoo.
Yes, how could you do this to me? I've always liked dogs. Well, that's it, Becker. That's it. The new Mayor Bernard J. Philbrick Municipal Zoo. Oh, you're going to have a cage right down front. Here, Becker. Maggie! And so a long-standing dream of mine has at last been fulfilled. And we have ended that long journey and and arrived at that glorious day, the day of groundbreaking for the new Bernard J. Philbrick Municipal Zoo.
Dad, isn't it funny how you did all the work and the mayor takes all the credit for it?
Well, that's just kind of the way life is, Noah. You'll have to get used to things like that.
I think the record will show that this administration has not always followed the easy road. I think the record will show this administration has not always followed the easy road. Becker. Well, you all didn't come here just to hear me talk. A little humor there. So, without further ado... And so I, Bernard Philbrick, do formally break ground for the new Mayor Philbrick Municipal Zoo. Nice to see you. Oh, nice to see you.
Well, congratulations, boss.
Thank you, Becker, thank you.
I guess this means another term for you, huh?
Yes, I think it does.
Congratulations, Mitch.
Thanks, Al.
That man talks so much, I almost missed my rounds. I hope Gummy isn't upset.
Dad, I hate the idea of tearing down the old zoo. Sure was a lot of fun, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Funnest summer I ever had. You know, I'll just never forget it.
Come on, let's take a stroll. Here we are.
Noah, you know, I'll bet we'll have the best zoo in the whole world.
I bet too, Dad.